Hi friends, welcome back. Good to see you. If it's your first time tuning into this channel, welcome. My name is Jennifer. Today I'm going to offer a 30-minute vinyasa class, mainly focused on the hips and hamstring. A lot of you work from home, so you've been sitting for long periods of time. Even for athletes, if you don't have the time sometimes to stretch after a workout, this will be a good flow for you to do whenever you find the time. So if you're ready, we're gonna be at the top of your mat, standing. So find your feet right under your hips, and then just soften your knees and strengthen your tailbone down to your heels. Move your shoulders back and away from the ears with the palms facing to the front, and take a moment to close your eyes. With your eyes closed, take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Once more, breath in. Open mouth, side out. And seal the lips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Keep your lips sealed. Open your eyes. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Reach your fingers high with a lift in your shoulders, and as you exhale, soften the knees and fall forward. Find your ragdoll, so fully relax your head, relax your torso, hold on to the opposite elbows. This is one of my favorite stretches, just my go-to. It helps you release any tension on the hamstrings, on the outer hips, on your lower back. So you're gonna be here for a couple of minutes. And if you need more than that, you can always press pause and just hang for as long as you want to. Okay. Just close your eyes and start to scan the bottom of your feet. So scan it with your X-ray vision. And then find the four corners of the feet equally pressing onto your mat. So there's not too much weight on the heels, not too much weight on the toes, but it's right at the center so that your hips are not tilting back and you're also not tilting forward too much. Okay, once you find the center of your feet, just allow everything to hang really heavy. If stillness is good for you, hang here or sway side to side. You can also make very tiny circles with your hips. So as you make tiny circles, you're going to press forward with the toes, out to the pinky edges of the feet, the heels. Okay, and then maybe take 3 tiny circles to one direction. Then 3 tiny circles to the other direction. When you're done with your circles, find the center of your feet once again. Halfway lift inhale, bring your hands to the shin bones as you stretch your collarbone to the front. Exhale, fall forward to your thighs, breath out. Twice more, halfway lift inhale, bring the navel away from the floor and keep a soft bend on your knees. Exhale, fall forward, breath out. One more time, halfway lift inhale, elongate the sides of your neck as you move the shoulder blades back to the tailbone. And as you exhale, fall forward, breath out. With your inhale, come all the way up. Bring your arms over the head, stretch your fingers long to the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your hands in prayer, Samastiti. Bring your feet out to the edges of your mat, so your toes are going to point slightly out, your heels in. Bring your hands together in prayer. Now when you exhale, on a straight line from your crown of the head to the tailbone, lower your hips. Good, so your knees are going to move outwards. Some of you might just want to stay here, hands to the knees. Or if you can, come all the way your upper back is not going upwards, it's going back as you open your collarbone. Okay. Now with your inhale, rise up, press down with your heels, interlace the fingers over your head as you squeeze your legs. Exhale, take a side stretch to your right side. Come back up to center, inhale. Back to Malasana, either halfway or all the way. Inhale, rise up, interlace the fingers over your head, squeeze the inner thighs. To your left side, exhale, breath out, long with your arms. Come back up, inhale, center. Malasana, exhale, lower your hips. Rise up, inhale. As you come up, press with your heels, interlace your fingers over the head. To your right side, exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower your hips, Malasana. Move your knees out to the sides. Inhale, rise up. Get long, get tall, firm your lower back, your lower abdominal. And then exhale, move to your left. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, Malasana, lower. One more time. Inhale, get tall. Exhale to your right side. See if you can find a little bit more space to stretch. Inhale, come up. Lower your hips, exhale. Inhale, last time, rise up. To your left side, exhale. Go a little bit farther to the side. Inhale, come up center. Malasana, exhale, lower your hips. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, fall forward, bring your toes to face the top of your mat, fully relax your head again. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. With your exhale, step your left foot behind you as you drop your left knee to the ground. And this is a great way to use props. So if you have blocks, you can frame your right foot. Okay? With your inhale, extend the front leg for half splits. So you're going to keep a soft bend on your right knee. Your toes point straight up to the ceiling. Stretch your tailbone to the back of the room. And then with your exhale, bend the knee back to your low lunge, pelvis to the front. Inhale, extend the leg, flat back, lift your toes. Exhale, rebend the knee back to your low lunge, pelvis forward. Inhale, one more time, extend the right leg. Exhale, bend the knee, low lunge, keep your hands into the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a breath on your down dog, inhale. Exhale through your nose. Gonna take 3 more rounds of breath here, soften the knees, and focus on elongating your torso as you lift your tailbone. Take another inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of your mat and fall forward. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Fall forward, breath out. Rise up, inhale, bring your arms over the head, palms touch, look between the thumbs. With your exhale, fall forward, soften the knees, relax your head completely. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back to lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands top of your mat, downward facing dog. Okay, pause here in your down dog. Elongate the sides of your neck as you elongate the crown of the head to your fingers. Take another inhale. With your exhale, step forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Fall forward, breath out. Rise up, inhale, arms to the ceiling, palms touch. Exhale, take it down, fall forward, Uttanasana, relax your head. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step your right foot behind you as you exhale, drop your knee to the floor, and then grab your blocks if needed. Inhale, extend your left leg. And if you cannot extend your left leg fully, it's okay. Focus more on flexing your foot and keeping the knee bent. It's going to help you farther in the long term with your flexibility rather than you forcing yourself now. So take another inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees and your pelvis forward. Inhale, extend the leg. dog. Okay. Now take 3 more rounds of breath. Squeeze your inner thighs, and some of you might be able to press the thigh bones back, maybe not. Okay, just focus on creating more and more length through your upper body. Take another inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of your mat, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, breath out. Rise up, inhale, arms over your head. This time, stay here. With your exhale, bring your hands in prayer, Samastitihi. Root down with your right foot, and then bend that left knee to the chest for a one-legged Tadasana. Lift your toes, exhale into figure 4. So bend your right knee, your left knee drops to the direction of the ground as you lower your hips. Good, and if you just want to focus on the stretch and you have trouble balancing, you can always find a wall, okay? You can find the support of the wall and then push your hands into the wall as you sink your toe into the back to create that really nice stretch on the upper body, both the upper body and the outer hip. You're gonna hold here for 5 more breaths, wherever you are. If you're still at the back of your mat, if you're not against a wall, some of you might be able to bring the hands closer to the floor. Bring your hands in prayer and slowly rise up. Bend the knee to your chest. Exhale, bring your foot down. Other side, bend the right knee to the chest, set your gaze. Exhale, switch sides. Ankle on top, right knee drops to the floor, and then send the groins to the back. Okay? Just imagine you're gonna touch the wall behind you as you lengthen your glutes back, and then find your wall or maybe find the floor. The foot that is on top, flex it so that your toes point to the direction of your right knee. Bring your hands in prayer, slowly come up, bend the knee into the chest. Exhale, feet down at the back of your mat. Release your hands to the sides, palm face to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms left. Creating length through your sides as you reach to the ceiling. Exhale, open your arms, fold forward and fully relax your head. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat, downward facing dog. You can always hang here on your down dog. Just notice any difference from the very, very first one. You can also take a vinyasa if it's part of your practice. Take another breath. Stay here, breath out. Lift your right leg to the ceiling for a 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand for runner's lunge. Drop your left knee to the ground. And keep both hands inside the right ankle. You can keep it more gentle at dropping the left knee, or you can keep it active by lifting the knee. Again, you can explore the depth with your blocks if you have them by dropping the forearms down. You can explore any movement. You can rock back and forward. You can just simply stay in stillness. You're going to be here for another few breaths. So some of you might feel ready to even lower the forearms to the ground. Bring your hands back down to the mat, inside your right foot. Lift your knee, your back knee, and then 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg to the ceiling. Bend your right knee, exhale, open up your hips. You can stay right here or take downward facing dog. So your right foot can come down next to the left. Otherwise, stay here Some of you, if you practice flipping your dog, you can do that. If you're ready, re-extend your right leg, close your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot down. Now walk your hands to the back of your mat again and fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold to your thighs. Rise up, inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samastiti hip. Root down with your left leg. Bend the right knee. So come on the big toe, the bottom of the big toe. Now when you're ready, move your knee to the right side. So your right inner thigh now is going to face the front of your mat. Stay right here or plant your foot to the ankle or bring your foot all the way to the inner thigh. Okay? Once you have your foot into the inner thigh, press your inner thigh against the foot to avoid your hips from tilting to the left. Okay? And then feel that energy of the right knee lengthening, stretching to your right side as you actively press down with your standing leg too. You can keep your hands in prayer, extend your hands to the ceiling, extending your branches for Vrikshasana. Notice the length of your lower back by lengthening your tailbone to the heel. You're not back bending, so your ribcage are not popping forward. Try to hug them slightly towards the center. Take another breath. And with your exhale, bring your hands in prayer. With your next inhale, bend the right knee to your chest. Exhale, bring your foot down. Arms up, inhale. Fall forward, exhale, breath out, relax your head completely. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, downward facing dog, or take a vinyasa, your choice. Lift your left leg to the ceiling. With your exhale, step the foot outside of your left hand. Bring your right knee to the ground for runner's lunge, second set. Scoop the pelvis to the front, both hands are on the ground. And now you know your body, you know your options as well, so choose whatever feels good on this side. Okay, for those that are ready, you can lower your forearms to the ground, maybe explore with some kind of movement, back and forward. Some of you might want to take a gentle twist with the left hand onto the left thigh, or just feel your body. Your body's going to tell you exactly what is it that it needs. Bring your hands to the ground. Lift your right knee. Three-legged dog, lift your left leg to the ceiling. Now bend the left knee, exhale, open up your hips. Again, you can choose to stay on down dog or flip your dog if you did on the other side. And re-extend the leg, close the hips. Downward facing dog, bring your foot down. And then walk your hands to meet your feet at the back of your mat, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Rise up, inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, hands in prayer, Samastiti. Root down with your right foot, bend the left knee. So you're only coming onto the big toe. And some of you might just choose to stay here, work on your balance, or move your knee out to the side. Without tilting your hips out, you want to always keep that hip on top of the lower heel. Find your ankle or maybe all the way up to the inner thigh, but avoid putting pressure on your knee. Okay, move your shoulders back and down. Firm your lower abdominal. Engage your standing leg. Choose the variation on your arms. If you want, you can hook your arm, you can hook your thumbs, make like a butterfly shape, and then bring your arm bones by the ears. With your exhale, bring your hands in prayer. With your next inhale, bring the knee into the chest. Exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. And with your exhale, open your arms, fold forward to your thighs, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, downward facing dog. Stay here in your down dog, inhale. Or take a vinyasa, breath out through your mouth. If you're taking a vinyasa, finish, boom it on downward facing dog. And with your next inhale, lift your right leg to the ceiling. Step it forward in between your hands, and then walk your foot as far to the left as you can to drop the knee to the right side. Drop the left knee down and scoop it as far back behind you. Look forward. Stay with this or take your sleeping pigeon. Walk your forearms to the ground. If there's a big gap between your right hip and the floor, you can always bring a towel underneath it to give you a little more stability to help you align your hips. Walk your hands back towards your hip. Your right knee stays where you have it. Bring your left leg all the way in front, and then your foot, place it outside of your right knee. And you might want to move your knee more towards the center of your mat until both hips are on the floor. If your left hip is fighting, touching the ground, then don't fight it. Just extend your right leg. Your left leg is over the right leg either way. Sit up tall. And then with your right arm, bring it in front of the knee. Send your left hand behind you. Take a twist. With your inhale, come to center. And then exhale, extend your left leg. Both legs actually. Keep your big toes touching. Externally rotate your hips from underneath it. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, stretch your collarbone forward. You can hold onto the back of the legs. If you cannot fully extend your knees, just keep at the bend. Yeah, that's gonna take you once again farther, long run. Good, externally rotate your hips. Wherever you can grab, fold forward. And give the legs a little squeeze. So you want to activate the back of the legs as you fold forward. Bring yourself back to center, and then from here, you're gonna take your half pigeon. So bend that left knee. So bring your right leg out to the side so that you can bend the left knee. So your left knee is out to the left. Your right ankle is a little bit more towards your right. And then from here, send your right leg behind you. Tuck your toes so that you can bring the right quadricep to face down to your mat. Flex the left foot if you can. Explore the depth as it feels good in your body. for those that have the flexibility, if folding down towards the floor it's not enough, you can always explore walking the hands and your torso away from the left leg, and that should be pretty intense. Which is, you don't always want intensity, right? Your body will tell you yes, no. So you just have to listen and really be truthful to yourself about what your body can or cannot do. Walk your hands back to you. Send your right leg in front and then all the way out to the left, outside of the left knee. Readjust your seating so that both hips touch the ground. Once again, you have the option to extend your left leg if it makes it more comfortable. Sit up tall, right hand behind you, left arm around the knee. And just look to the back. Inhale, look to the front. And this time, so extend both legs. And then bring your legs as wide apart as you can for Upavishta Konasana. So send your legs, your hands behind you, lift your pelvis, and then drag your heels even wider. This is where you might want to stay, and just as you press your hands behind you, tilt the front of your pelvis towards the front. One thing to keep in mind is the inner thighs are rotating outwards. So flex your feet. That should keep you or remind you of that external rotation so that you can tilt forward from your pelvis. So stay like this or hands in front. Some of you might be able to come all the way, forearms to the ground or lay on the ground. Walk your hands back towards you and then help yourself. Bring one leg in front and then the other. Bring your palms together, tuck your chin into your chest, very slowly come all the way into your back. Point your toes. And when you get to the floor, give yourself a full body stretch. Arms over your head, inhale. Open mouth. Bring your hands to your sides. Bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. You can stay here or take happy baby. Reach for the pinky edges of your feet. Move your knees down to the side, like outside of your rib cage, so your knees are not on your chest. If that's the case, then release your feet and grab the ankles. Then widen your legs. Work on lowering your sacrum closer towards the floor. You can rock side to side, or just hang here, 5 more breaths. Then bring your knees into the chest, forehead to the knees as you give yourself a super loving hug. Hold yourself tight for 3, 2. Extend the legs, open mouth. Final Shavasana. Fully surrender from your head, your shoulders, your hips, your legs, your toes. Stay here for as long as you need to. The longer the better. If you're ready, bring your knees into your chest and roll over to your right side to find a seated position. It doesn't matter where you land. Keep your hands on your thighs, sit up tall. You can choose to stay here if you would like to take a practice meditation, focusing on your breath in and out through the nostrils. If you're ready to seal your practice, bring your palms together. We'll take a cleansing breath in count. Open mouth. Bow down towards your chest. And with this gesture, I thank you for sharing this space with me, for sharing your time, your energy, and your breath with me. Until next time, from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you.